Hello, everybody.
I'm here with another friend from Brazil. His name is Renato from Inglês com Renato on TikTok. He's very active on the platform. He does amazing content. How are you today, my friend?
I'm good, thanks.
Why did you decide to become an English teacher?
Well, actually, I've always loved English since I
Yeah.
was a child.
Mm-hmm.
I started studying it for real when I was a
Mm-hmm.
teenager,
Mm-hmm.
when I was 15, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. And then it used to be as a hobby. I used to
Mm-hmm.
study English all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, there was no, I mean, there was internet, but only one teacher I had internet at home. So I used what I had. I used books. I used VHS movies. I used
Yeah.
lyrics from magazines, lyrics in English,
Mm-hmm.
and and then I started learning more and more. I studied at a regular course. I studied at CCAA.
Mm-hmm.
I studied modern languages
Mm-hmm.
at
Mm-hmm.
college, and then
Mm-hmm.
started working as an English teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the plan when I started studying English,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
my plan was not to be a teacher. I did it only because I liked it, because it was fun.
Mhm,
And
mhm,
then the opportunities started coming, and I just I took advantage of them. That was it.
mhm. I can see myself in you because while you were talking, a movie was going through my head because my way of learning English was the same things that you did, learning with VHSs, the X-ray in front of the subtitles, not to see the subtitles, to listen to music. I used to glue my ears to the speaker to try to understand one single line of a song because I didn't have internet when I was studying English as well. On TikTok, how could you find and how do you find inspiration to create the videos that you create?
Well, from other TikTok
Mm,
videos,
mhm,
when I started recording the teacher-student conversations,
mhm, mhm.
where a student makes a mistake and then the teacher
Yeah.
corrects the
Mhm.
student. You see a lot of these fake interviews
Yeah.
on TikTok videos.
Yeah.
It's like the person talking to themselves,
Mhm.
uh,
Mhm.
like they play both parties.
Yeah.
And then I thought I could do something like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And also, how to say this or what does that mean?
Mhm.
These are from sometimes questions I used to have when I was a student.
Yeah.
And but I think mostly it's from my students. When a student of
Mhm.
mine makes a mistake, and
Mhm.
I have to correct it and explain why it's
Mhm.
wrong, then I think, oh, that would be nice because
Mhm.
actually, I mean, it would be nice to make a video about it
Mhm.
because when you see it, it's the mistakes students usually
Yeah.
make are usually the same.
Mhm. I agree.
So, like, uh, like for example, now I have to think of a mistake. Oh, classic one. How old are you? I
Yeah.
have 25.
Yes.
It's a mistake every
Yes.
Brazilian student makes when learning
Mhm.
English.
Mhm. Because
So,
they only translate from Portuguese into English. How is it for you to be an English teacher in Brazil?
well, to be honest, I can't complain, right? Because
Mhm.
I've had a lot of opportunities.
Mhm.
There were a lot of lucky moments, you know.
Mhm.
And also, I did my best, and I think I was rewarded
Mhm.
from doing my best. But I know that uh, I was lucky because when it comes to teaching online,
Mhm.
before the pandemic,
Mhm.
I used to go to my students' home or
Mhm.
workplace. I used to work for a school,
Yeah.
but then when the pandemic started, all my students were private students, and I used to go to their places.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had to do the switch, and it turned out to be a better experience because we
Yeah.
could optimize our time,
Mm-hmm.
both the teacher and the student. We didn't have to spend as much money and time
Mm-hmm.
moving around or waiting for the teacher. We could do it
Yeah.
anywhere, anytime.
How does it feel for you to be a content creator as well?
It takes a lot of time, actually. I wish I'd spent more time last year
Mm-hmm.
creating content.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause the thing is, I have lots of students, which again, it's something I cannot complain.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a good number of students
Mm-hmm.
from Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So the time I have to create videos is sometimes it's not very. I don't have enough time. This year, I've planned my schedule in a way
Uh-huh.
that I'll have more time to
Okay.
focus on
Okay.
my content, on my videos,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
have more time to create.
Mm-hmm. What is a memorable moment that you have from your career as an English teacher that you could share?
A memorable moment.
Yes.
Well, it's when, well, there are lots of them, but one
Uh-huh.
I can mention now is when I worked for a school, for a language school,
Yes.
and then the student that used to go to that school and now they had to stop for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and months or years later they got in touch with me again looking for a private teacher. They say, well,
Mm-hmm.
I need someone to teach me at home or teach
Mm-hmm.
me in my workplace.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you were a good teacher. I liked your classes, so this is why I'm getting in touch with you so we can get back to what we used to do. This is something really rewarding.
It's literally priceless. We do our very best because as no native teachers as we are, we have to get out of our comfort zones every day. I think that pandemic, besides all the downside, was something that we needed to reinvent ourselves. Do you agree with me on that?
I do. We totally did. We
Mm-hmm.
had no choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had to uh, take like it was the worst moment we've ever been through, at least in my
Mm-hmm.
lifetime.
Yes.
Uh, you can still see it
Yeah.
around, and then we had to adapt. And I think of course, not all areas had the same possibility.
Mm-hmm.
This is one more reason I consider myself lucky, because
Mm-hmm.
in our area of work, we could do it. We could adapt to work
Mm-hmm.
from home, and then people could see that yes, we can learn a language. We can have the same class we had one-on-one
Yes.
in person. We can do it
Yes.
online too, and it works just as well as a in-person class.
I agree with you because distance learning was so overlooked. People didn't like it, but there was a time where either you learn this way or you're not going to learn.
Exactly.
And I remember that I offered at my school distance learning platforms since 2009. And in 2009, I got two students who tried it, but they gave up. They told me I prefer in person. And then the pandemic came. It was atrocious. It was something really bad for every one of us. But we needed to reinvent and we needed to accept and let our guards down to try to learn and survive in another way. Mostly in Brazil, but it was a huge adventure and I think we did well. How does it feel for you to be a non-native English teacher, as I can take for myself as well? How is it for you? How do you describe it?
I I think there are there may be downsides, but I think upsides. I'd say one of them is that the student identifies with our story.
Yeah.
Because they know we've been through the same.
Yeah.
They're going now. So the same problems they're having, the same mistakes they're making, we used to make as well when we were learning.
Out of the 4 abilities of the English language, which one do you like to teach most? Speaking, reading, writing, which one do you
Speaking.
prefer? Yeah.
Speaking, yeah.
Me too.
It may be because when I was learning, it was the part I had, it was like not the number 1 most difficult, number 2 most difficult. I'd say listening was number 1 and speaking number 2, because I had no one to talk to for the first years I was learning. Because when I started learning, as I told you, as a hobby, I studied by myself. But then when I joined a school, then I could start interacting with people, and then I saw how difficult it was for me to, to have a conversation, and now this is what I try to encourage and help my students improve.
One last question before the rapid round game. What is the advice you give my audience to keep studying English, and why?
A little every day. I'd say studying is not just reading books and studying grammar. I'd say be exposed to the language, like, from the smallest things, like changing your phone language to English and watching TikTok videos in English and reading short stories in English. Anything you can do to keep improving a bit every day. Try to find someone you can talk to, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yes, yes. Well, actually, I think that we are like-minded, because I agree with you. I think 100%, because we've gone through this process as well. And now we can go to the rapid round game. So, Renato, my first question for you is, my family is?
My safe haven.
The classroom environment is
where I share what I've learned, and I have this interaction with my students. I can help them improve and also create a bond with them.
I like to teach English because
I love English, because I like people, and because I know how important it is to learn English and to speak the language.
The most beautiful word in English for me is?
Wow. And this, I like, not because of the I'd say because of the meaning in this moment now, I'd say hope, because all we have now, right? Hope.
How do you describe yourself?
Wow. Someone who likes to, someone who likes to enjoy the little moments with the people he likes, be it family or friends or students, and that's it.
Awesome. Now you can ask me your questions.
If you were an animal, no, just kidding. It's not a job interview. What do you think the future of English teaching will be like in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Do you think we'll still be, do you think online teaching will become more and more widespread? Do you think Metaverse will take over? What do you think?
I think that online teaching is going to be even more solid now, because people found out that working from home not only brings economy, but it also brings safety. So It has been proven that we can learn and teach from home. I hope that this pandemic goes away soon because I can't take it anymore. I think
Yeah,
nobody
no one
can.
can.
Yeah, I think it's going to be solid and it's going to grow even more.
Mhm.
Okay.
I agree. Totally agree. If you had to choose only one platform to focus on now, let's say there's Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you choose if you had to choose only one and why?
I would choose YouTube.
Right. Do you see the TikTok audiences and Instagram audiences and YouTube audiences? Do you see them as uh, do you think they're very different? And what do you think their differences are?
Yeah, I think they really are different. And I can see the people that watch my channel, their age range. On TikTok, as you said, I like to watch TikTok because I can get inspiration and I can find great people to interview and tell their stories on my channel on YouTube, like yours. But I think they all have different languages. Instagram is one language, TikTok is another language. But we can see that people are worried about being fast. You have to draw my attention to you.
Hmm.
So as the years go by, the world is getting faster. I don't know how much we have to run to keep pace with them.
Yeah, I
Uh,
see.
I think that in the near future, we have to communicate in 10 seconds. That would be a question. I don't know how long will the attention span be in the future. That's what worries me sometimes, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I think about that too.
So,
I think what may
mhm,
happen is that uh, it
mhm.
feels like the longer videos are on YouTube
Yeah,
and the shorter videos are on TikTok and
yes.
now on Instagram Reels as
Hmm.
well.
Yeah.
So I think maybe
Hmm.
in the future, when you're looking for a
Hmm.
denser content with more
Yes.
details,
Yes.
you want to
Yes.
get deeper into
Hmm.
that matter, you can go on YouTube. And if you're looking for something faster,
Yeah,
then you can go on TikTok.
I agree. I really do.
Do you still teach in person? And do you think if you're not teaching anyone in
Hmm.
person, do you think you will do it
Uh,
again anytime
yeah.
soon?
Well, I am teaching remotely since the pandemic started. Ever since the pandemic started, so 2 years. I really want to come back to the classroom. I hope this pandemic is over so I can see friends, I can meet you, and I can meet a lot of people in person
Mm-hmm.
that are important
Oh,
for
that would be
me
nice.
in the YouTube world.
Because I told you about the differences between
Hmm.
YouTube and TikTok. You have
Hmm.
different niches. Huh?
Yeah.
I think it may happen with English teaching as well.
Yes.
There
Hmm.
will be the people who still want to go to a
Hmm.
place where they
Hmm.
can
Yes.
exchange
Yes.
experiences in person, and
Hmm.
the people who won't have time for that, or
Hmm.
people who will prefer doing it online, keep doing it online. So I think we'll have different niches, different possibilities for different types of people.
Yeah. Well, I have the travel bug. I love traveling and I miss traveling. I want to travel so bad. I think we got to the end of the interview. And
Yes.
for every guest, I have a sentence, a quote to take away. For you, I can use a sentence that we have in Portuguese. Brazilians never give up.
Mm.
I think that suits you. It was an honor to have you on the channel for this conversation. This interview was awesome.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. The honor was mine. And may we all have a great year.
This was my friend Renato from Inglês com Renato on TikTok. All his details are going to be in the description down below. Thank you so much once again. See you next week. Thank you. See
Bye
you.
bye.
Hello, it's Rod's friend here, Gino from Real Everyday English. Sorry for interrupting your video. I just want to make a quick recommendation that you subscribe to Rodrigo's channel. He's an amazing guy, he's so humble, he's so dedicated, and he creates absolutely fantastic content. See you people soon. Bye bye, God bless.